From transforming into a mind flayer, yes. But that is not the only thing these parasites can do. They are vessels for control. The infected hear the voice of the Absolute and believe it to be a god. That is how the cult of the Absolute is spreading. The highest of their rank, the True Souls, carry a tadpole just like yours. It is how they receive their orders. It is what makes them obey. When the order to transform is given, it will not be a matter of days. They will be mind flayers in an instant. Were it not for my protection, so would you. Because we share a common cause and a common enemy. We are alike, you and I. I've been trying to escape from this evil for a long time. Once, I almost succeeded. Now, through you, I've been given a new chance. You can go where I cannot, and I can protect you from that evil. If we work together, we may turn this around. Hells, they need me. I have to go. No, it isn't safe. The power I used to protect you, I stole it from someone. They want it back. I will hold them off for as long as I can, but sooner or later I will be worn down. You must discover the source of the magic that controls the parasites before that happens. The cultists are gathering at Moonrise Towers. Use the powers your parasite gives you to convince them you are one of them. And when you find the source of their magic, destroy it. Go. Our freedom depends on it.
A faint voice echoes in your mind.
I sense you, true soul. Come to me. Come too near. The poison spread.
Did you hear that? The poor evil cultist needs our help.
Nir's voice fades, but your head still tingles with his anger and fear.
Keep crying for your sister, and I'll personally rip off her head when you dig her! Choking! Dig out of here!
You sense Nir's frustration, tinged with rage, as the connection fades.
I'll peel your balls like potatoes if you don't move! And you better hope that's the worst of it. You pricks got some nerve. Clean up this mess. Near dies, heads roll. And that goes for novices too. Get
Out
back!
of the way!
One spark and it'll blow.
Blast the thing to bits! Charmed, I'm sure. What are you waiting for? Blast the thing to bits! waiting for? Blast the thing to bits!
Finally! Beltron, can you hear me?
Finally! Worthless slaves! Your incompetence has been my ruin! Does not fail.
You care for the weak, true soul. Most curious. And so you say. And yet the Absolute demands that I cull them. Thrym, carve out her heart and serve it to the Rothe. If she indeed is a true soul, let the Absolute save her. You are a traitor. Dwega, this true soul has betrayed us. Let her blood prove your devotion.
What's a fort like this doing in the Underdark?
Fascinating architecture. Doesn't match the style of any Underdark civilization that I know of. Yet another scrying eye. Someone's keeping a close watch on the place.
Best to stay out of its way.
Back on your feet, or I'll bite your toes off one by one.
Keep digging!
The culprits are spreading like flies on shit.
architects who built this must have been remarkable. Pity their vision didn't stand the test of time.
All's not lost.
Dead drow.
I mean,
Publicly
just
displayed.
Look at this place.
The Dwergar are sending a message.
You've quite
It's
the knack for
stick
finding...
You shit. You got one of Nair's moonland. So, if you're heading Moonrise way, you ain't...
Toplands are clogged with the Death Dark. Choke you in no time.
Go on.
Must be the Shadow Curse. We'll need Nir's land. Agreed. Next stop.
Those pricks will get nowhere with just axes. Things got touched in their head.
That's the cult's doing. Donald's joined up too.
Hell's fire.
And you know, gods damn it. Anyone.
Handler, my pup, and we had a...
I've taken more.
That's no Zariel. How Clause Karlak meets the criteria by virtue of having no heart. He's the Speak...
Oil burns in the fires of...
What the hell?
The promised brick.
Get you now. Karlak, I'll be keep... Oh.
I'll be... Been a long time since... Wouldn't be... I'll figure out.
Gods, just look at... I'd be hunting... Not Zariel's victims. Not innocent tieflings. I'd count its before I was... But I promise you, every thrust of my blade and every flame it's... I can't... But I'll... It was worth the...
Don't worry. I see bad things. You hope. You're desperate to be rid of it. It just like butted your power until you are. The parasites are merely a symptom of a greater sickness in Faerun. I have kept a careful watch on the movements of these parasites. The infect that is the highest of when the order to transform. Were it not for my protection, so would you. Because we are. If we... Hells. Not the... I will... You must... The cultists. Use the power...
You pricks got some nerve. Clean up this mess. Near dies, heads roll. And that goes for novices too. Faster! Heat up some...
Charming. Hell is truly where we make it.
Move, Hoon! I don't have time for Drugnan outsiders.
The parasite.
A true Gladur is stuck in there with poisoned geezers. We don't get him out soon, it's both our heads. Thought you would. True so. The new lot is getting tossed to a Rothe in heat. balls like potatoes if you don't move! And you better hope that's the worst of it.
Get
Out
back.
of the way!
One spark and it'll blow.
Blast the thing to bits! What are you waiting for?
Beltron, can you hear me? Beltron!
Finally. Worthless slaves! Your incompetence has been my ruin. Does not fail.
Beltron! No!
Thrin, the Absolute gave you everything. And this fiasco is how you reward her?
Me and mine worked flat out. I was cracking the whip day and night. Tell him, true soul. No, no! I did everything right!
Near pities you, Thrin. Your errors and excuses. And your sorry end. Hells.
Your skull buzzes, and you see your own face through Nir's eyes.
Worthless, every last one. Their failures must be punished. True Soul, take their heads. The Absolute commands it. Show them no mercy. Their corpses will make a fine offering to our mistress.
course.
Breathe deep and move.
Bye forever, pal.
Fall by my hand.
I got this. No surrender.
These boots have seen everything.
Let's go. Covered.
That nearly ended me. Quickly. Let's light them up. Torment!
Torment!
Jimmy on the go.
On the way.
This was meant to be a simple operation. I arrive, those pack animals clear the debris, and I walk into the temple. Instead, I've been beset by incompetence, treachery, and now this? The Absolute's business remains unfinished. Important business. My orders come from General Thorne himself. I need you to deliver a message to him. Tell the General that I did what I could, but that the route through Grimforge is impassable. The favorite. Nothing is done in these lands without his knowledge. The General resides at Moonrise Towers, but you cannot simply travel there. The land surrounding the towers is blighted by a deadly curse. I had a moon lantern to keep the curse at bay. Alas, the rocks did it in. There is another way, though. We have allies on the surface. Seek them out, and play this lyre to call on their guide. Whatever you do, do not attempt the journey to Moonrise without his protection. I promise you it will not end well. Do not tarry. I will see you again, but only when my work is done. I can still reach the temple and fulfill the General's orders. His advisor, Balthazar, also sought away. I'll pick up his trail and follow him. Prove myself his superior. I am generous to those who aid him. When I return to Moonrise, I will be triumphant, and you will share in my victory.
Elminster's not around, so might as well.
La, da, da, da.
Let's move.
Ah, that put the wind back in my sails.
Well, hello.
I've got a long road ahead.
Trust no one.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
Not for communal use, it seems. Best show some respect. Or some more cunning. Keep your hands to yourself. You're being watched. Tempers are rising. It's clear not everything you find is at your disposal. Deep gnomes, killed under the yoke of slavers.
Kill or be killed. So it goes down in the Underdark.
Something over there.
We offer our prayers to the Dark Lady, whose comfort and grace heals all. We offer our pain to the Lady of Loss, that she may truly know her faithful. We offer ourselves to the darkness, that blessed Shah may give us her mercy.
Who there, wanderer? Stay thy course a moment to indulge an old man.
Elminster?
The very same, Gale. And a fair bit miffed he is, too, finding himself forced to expose his best pair of boots to so many miles of country road on your behalf.
Meet Elminster Ormar. A good friend of mine, but rather more significantly, he's the most famed and respected wizard in the realms.
Am I, indeed? Most famed and respected errand boy, more like. I was bid to spare neither time nor my own self to find you. She sent me, Gale. You know of whom I speak.
But why? Out with it, Elminster. Please.
Young man, has your sojourn away from Waterdeep washed away your decorum as well as your patience? Nigh a 10-day I've gone without honest fare, worthy of the name. Drank naught, but what the sky entitled my thirst. Why, some bread, cheese, and a cup of wine would appear unto me a feast. Surely you would begrudge me a mite of rest and repast before I get out with it? And a great kindness that would be. See, Gale, even in these barren parts, the art of hospitality begets inspired new works, if only one keeps up the practice.
Oh, for the love of...
Well, this way then? To your camp. Oh, don't dawdle now, lad. You're the one who's in such a frightful hurry.
Oh, nigh on 13 centuries old and he still thinks with his stomach. We'd best follow and see if he's more disposed to speak plainly once it's stopped its grumbling. A wise choice. Better to indulge your curiosity than Elminster's appetite.
Yes, what a delightful wedge of old Elthurian that was. Doesn't do to parley. Plenty to digest, after all. A good deal to stew over, if you will. Words ladled with import should be savored so as to better absorb their meaning. Wouldn't you agree?
Elminster!
Gale, my boy, I've come to address a most pressing matter. I'm here on behalf of Mistra. The message and the charge I bring you are hers.
Oh, Mistra's delicate feet are ill-suited for the hardships of the road.
You know where you went wrong, Gale. No, we needn't dwell on that here and now. But even so, you're to be given a chance of redemption.
Mistra would consider forgiveness.
She would consider what she considers to be forgiveness. Mistra is aware of the misadventures that have befallen you both. She knows of your strife with the Absolute, that most insidious of evils. The very purpose of my presence, in a roundabout sort of way. You must know that the Absolute is more dangerous than you can possibly conceive. It threatens all who live, even those who are undying. It threatens the gods, the weave, the very fabric of the universe itself. That is why I have come here to charge you, Gale, with its destruction. It is Mistra's belief that only you can.
The orb.
Precisely. Mistra has granted me the power to stop the clock, as it were, on the orb's rush to overpower you. Instead, you will be able to unleash its lethal combustion at will.
Interesting. This could be help, or hindrance. We shall have to see.
You must find the heart of the Absolute, whatever that may be, and use yourself as the catalyst that will burn it from this world. I may be slow to anger, but I will not have you sully this moment of most sorrowful import with ill-considered levity.
It's all right, Elminster. If ever gallows humor were appropriate, this is its grim, smiling hour.
It brings me no pleasure saying this, my friend, but such is Mistra's will. Yours must be the sacrifice that will undo the Absolute. And for your sacrifice, you will be redeemed. Such is Mistra's promise. With that, I've said my sorry piece, and need only bestow unto thee the charm I was bid.
Maena hastra mistraril Italion Thras Annas.
It is done. Both charge and charm have been committed into your care. To you, I commit into care Gale himself. I count on you to shepherd him well on this strangest of journeys.
On my honor, I'm not sure yet I can say the same.
Like moons make swell and wane the nescient seas, so too the sky-strewn gods ordain the tidal fates of mortal days. And yet, an ocean born in lonely hours, come ebb, come flow, come all that is beyond the breadth of our dominion. Be a moon unto yourself. Even the waves of fate can break upon the shores of will. Farewell, my friend.
Farewell, Elminster. I'm glad she chose you.
Scratch's tail wags enthusiastically. Scratch's tongue lolls out happily, his tail wagging even faster.